Hey yogi, welcome to class. If you're new to the channel, I'm Ree, this is Drakey, and if you are returning, welcome back. It is sick to practice with you on YouTube again. Before we jump into this little short vinyasa practice, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It just helps Drake and I to grow. And if you get to the end of the video and you enjoy it, give the video a like and maybe just leave us a comment. All of those things just really help push the channel wider on the platform. The only prop that you might find handy for today's session is a block. It's not essential, but it'll just be used a little bit. So if you've got a block, grab one and then meet me at the top of your mat, standing in Tadasana. Have your block nearby. So coming to the top of your mat, come to stand hip width distance. If you're not too sure exactly what that is for you, you're going to take two fists, put them together, and then place the fists in between the arches of the feet so that they fit snugly, and then this will be your hip distance. Come to stand. And then just allow the weight to go forwards and back a little bit onto your toes and onto your heels. Just feeling that movement kind of coming forwards and going back. Notice what the rest of the body does when you start to move like this. So what compensates to keep you upright? So sometimes that's a bit of movement in the pelvis. Sometimes that's going to be even your head and your chin moving. So just be aware of those things. And then come to a little bit of center, a bit of stillness. Pop a slight bend in your knee, like a micro bend here. And then gently tuck your tail under. So for a lot of people, we either live with the tail tucked or untucked. So I want you to find somewhere that's relatively neutral. So if you were looking at yourself side on, you'd have this beautiful line going from the center of your crown all the way down into your heel. Let your hands come by your side. Turn your palms forward so that you're in more of a receiving position. And then if it feels good, close down the eyes. If that's not available today, like you don't want to close the eyes, then that's totally cool. Just take a soft gaze. I want to try and remove some external distractions. So there's obviously going to be the sound of me cueing and then any sounds that are where you are today. But we want to try and reduce those distractions. We want to try and go inward a little bit. So take a soft gaze or close the eyes and then just allow your shoulders to come down your back body and then draw your chin back a little bit so that we just are in a bit of a neutral place within our spine. Nice. Feel yourself moving. We're always moving, right? We're never like completely still because we're just a big ball of vibration. So just check into that. Feel where you're moving. Feel where your weight naturally wants to lean, which foot you naturally lean more into. And then over the course of the next few breaths, just try and bring all of that back into a bit of equilibrium. Take an inhale here. And then part the lips, let it go. So we'll take a little pranayama to start the practice. So we'll take two inhales, inhale through the nose, and a big exhale through the mouth. So inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale. And keep going, inhale, inhale, exhale. Speeding up a little, inhale, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out, and again, in, out. A few more times on your own. So in and out, in and out, in and out. And last one, in, hold at the top, and let it go. From here, soft bend in the knees and just start to sway here. So let your arms rock from side to side, let your feet stay still, but let your knees bend, your legs will sway, your hips will sway. Just finding a little bit of a movement, maybe a bounce so that you can have a little bit of a shake. Just getting into the feet a little bit here. I'm actually going to stand back a little bit because I'm going to hit the plant otherwise. And then we're going to take it up into the arms. So just let your arms swing from side to side. Keeping the knees nice and soft so you've got a little bit of buoyancy through the legs here. You can close the eyes if that feels nice. Just swinging from side to side, then coming to reach the arms up and away. So up and over. Again, just keeping a soft bend in the knees here. Really up and away. Turning the arms, sending them in the other direction. Just getting into the shoulders here. So simple, but really effective way to warm up. Nice. Now bring both arms up and overhead. You're going to take your right arm forward and your left arm back. And you're just going to swing here. So really rolling through everything. Then come to the center. We'll take it the other way. So right arm forward and left arm back. Notice if one side just instinctively feels easier. It's kind of crazy, but that often is the case. Bring both arms up to the top. Give them a shake. And then swing the arms forwards and back, changing the swing. So left arm swing on top, then right. Really just trying to get into the upper body here. Allow us to open up some of the airways so that we can breathe a little bit more clearly. Beautiful. Shake that out. And then grab your block and come to bring it, I'll face you for this, come onto the block so that you have the block and you stand your right foot onto it. Make sure the bulk of your foot is on it. So if the block is smaller than your foot, which for most of us it will be, just make sure you've got the main part of the sole of your foot onto the block. Really standing tall in the block here, on the block I should say. So the natural tendency will be to sort of dump into the block, and then we'll have a little bit of this hip swing, a little bit of this sticking out of the right hip. I want you to suck the right thigh bone back up and into the hip socket so you've got your leg nice and neutral and in line, and then flex the left toes nice and strongly so that we can swing. And we're just going to swing forwards and back with the left leg, and be adventurous here. Like, don't play this safe. Allow yourself to really go for it. Really kick the leg up and back, and just feel the leg just swinging in the socket. Don't worry if you lose your balance. This is more about just a little bit of gentle mobility than it is about balance. Obviously, balance is handy in these moments. And then come off the block, switch inside. So firmly stand on the left foot, plug the left thigh bone in. So really engage through your left glute. And then again, we'll swing. Allow your arms to just do whatever they need to allow you to be here. So mine are just kind of flailing all over the place. Keep your drishti nice and focused here, nice and locked in, but keep it soft. So try to soften the space in between your eyebrows if you're squinting, or if you're really focused and you're doing that thing where we kind of squint to focus. Take the leg up nice and high, keep plugging the left thigh bone back into the socket. And release, shake that out. Hopefully the legs feel like they're a little bit turned on now. Beautiful, and then come to stand at the top of the mat. We're going to move through a few half Surya Namaskar A's. So not full A's, we're not going to take vinyasas at this point. We're just going to be really trying to find a little bit of stability into the legs and predominantly just a bit of spinal movement. So bringing your feet again hip distance, allowing yourself to feel super buoyant. A lot of today is about finding buoyancy in the legs and currency from the feet all the way into the spine. So feel that buoyancy here. And then inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow. Roll it up. Reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you halfway lift, think about spreading your sit bones wide and almost as if you could tear the mat in half by sending the feet wide. Exhale, Uttanasana. Roll up. Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms up. This time, as you exhale, cactus. So send the hip points forward, draw your shoulder blades back, look up. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Really feel the shoulder blades squeeze on the back body. Exhale to cactus. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale, bow down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Roll it all the way up. Last one here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Send your hips forward. Drag your shoulder blades down your back body. Inhale up. Exhale, Samastiti. From here, inhale, deeply bend the knees, sweep the arms alongside the body, find Utkatasana. So forward in the knees here, sending the knees beyond the toes, really getting into the ankles, getting into the feet, and then sitting back. So focusing first on finding knees over toes, and then finding depth. Reaching the arms up, sending the shoulders back. And just hold here and just notice if this chair pose feels a little different than usual, because we've already in such a small amount of time been pretty heavy into the legs. And so it might feel like this is actually a really solid and stable chair. Nice. Next inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, sit back to chair. Inhale to stand. Exhale to chair, go deeper. Inhale to stand, feel the closing angle at the hip. Exhale to chair. Forward fold, Uttanasana, bow the head. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back, drop your left knee. Inhale to low lunge, come up and out of the sit bones here to find a nice arch through the whole spine, not just dumping into the low back. Exhale, fingertips to the mat, tuck the back toes, modified pyramid. Inhale, rebend the right knee, come into crescent lunge. Exhale, lean forward, send your shoulders back, try and keep buoyancy in your right leg here. And then lean forward a little bit more and step your left foot up to meet your right, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to chair. Inhale to stand. Exhale to chair. Hold the chair. Again, we're trying to rip the mat apart with our feet, sending our sit bones wide as we send the knees forward and as we lift through the chest. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, separate the sit bones again. Exhale, hands to the mat, right foot back, drop the right knee. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Keep the back heel lifted. Pull the left thigh bone back in the socket. Send the right thigh bone forward. Try to find equilibrium in the hips here as best you can. Rebend the left knee. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, so draw your navel back, belly button, spine, and then lean over the left leg. Lean into it without dumping your belly onto your thigh, so you've got that gap. And then gently step up, chair pose. Come to stand, inhale. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, stand. Exhale, sink deep. Hold this one. Again, we're pulling the thigh bones out. We're trying to be firm through the whole foot. Bend through the knees deeply. Challenge the ankle. Lift the arms up. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, bow down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back. Keep the left knee lifted this time. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, modified pyramid. Pull the right toes back towards the shins if that feels good. Rebend into the right knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Lean forward, pull the right thigh bone back, draw the navel in. So we're not leaning onto the right thigh. We're really trying to find space as we lean. Gently step left foot to meet right. Chair pose, hold the chair. Hold the chair. Exhale to stand, stand tall. Inhale at the top. Exhale back into your chair. Hold here. Take a breath in. Exhale. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot journeys back. Keep the right knee lifted. Rise up, crescent lunge. Try and find parallel with the left thigh bone and the mat. Exhale, modified pyramid. Pull the left thigh bone back under you. Pull the right thigh bone forward. Again, trying to find that squaring off of the hips. Keeping the pelvis nice and neutral. Inhale, rebend back into high lunge. Have that left knee parallel with the mat. Then lean over. Again, pull through here. We're not giving in. And then step right foot up to meet left. Utkatasana. Exhale, stand. Inhale. This time, exhale, bow down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, followed by the right. Drop the knees to the mat and just circle here. Not done anything much on the wrists yet at all. So just take a couple of wrist circles. Nothing major. Just circling one way and then the other way. Get a little bit of blood in to the hands. And then turn the left fingertips so that they point backwards and keep the circles going. Just noticing how this changes up the action for your left wrist. Switching sides, left wrist forward, right wrist back. Rolling around, keeping the circle going. Changing direction with the circles. Nice, and then bring the hands back to neutral. Find your plank pose. From here, lower to chaturanga. Hold chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back up to plank. Drop the knees, drop the forearms, send the butt back. Look forward, pull through. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Lift the heels, bend the knees, step or jump, feet in between thumbs. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti here. 3 traditional A's here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step back or jump back. Find chaturanga. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift up on 1 to plank. Drop the knees, send the butt back, drop the forearms. Pull through. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Nice. If you want to jump, of course you can, but lift the heels, bend the knees. On the exhale, big step or big jump. Feet to thumbs. Nice and gently, if you're stepping or jumping. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Roll up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach it up high. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back. Find your chaturanga, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, push up on 1, drop the knees, send the butt back, drop the forearms, pull through, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. I think this is the last one, kind of feels right. Lift the heels, bend the knees, big step or big jump, feet in between the thumbs. If you're jumping, try to land lightly. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Roll up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti here. I can't remember if that was 3, so let's do one more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back. Chaturanga, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, push up on 1. Drop the knees, send the butt back, drop the forearms, pull through into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Big step or big jump here. Feet in between the hands. Don't worry if you've got to catch it if you're jumping. We haven't specifically warmed everything for jumping. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Roll up. Urdhva Hastasana on the inhale. Exhale, Samasthiti. Nice work. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, just open up here. Take a bit of a back bend. Open it up. Send the shoulders back. You can even rock forwards and back on the feet a little. And then inhale again. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. From here, spike the heels, come on to a toe stand. So come on to the tippy toes. From here, we're either going to jump back or we're going to take crow, hold for a little bit and then jump back. So just a little arm balance. If you're not doing crow yet, I want you to hold the toe stand, and then when I say jump back, plant the hands, step back or jump back. So wherever you're going, find yourself there now. Squeeze your heels into your butt if you're going for the crow. It's so important. We often forget to do it. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, vinyasa on 1. Drop the knees, send the butt back, drop the forearms, pull into up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful stuff. From here, look forward and just step or hop or jump through. Come all the way onto your butt. Roll onto your back. Open up your arms. Oh, sorry, Drakey. Open up your arms. Just allow the thoracic, the middle of your spine, to be wide on the mat. Allow the thoracic cavity, your chest, to just get some air in. Because we did a little bit of quick movement there, so sometimes that can feel like we've got to catch up with the breath. Take hands on top of knees. Just have a little circle, just let them roll. Just feeling the hips out. We've done so much in the legs and the feet today, but not a huge amount in the hips, so just have a little bit of looseness there. Encourage a little bit of movement. Beautiful. Coming into happy baby Ananda Balasana. So pull the knees down into your armpits, kick your heels up. Really try and imagine that you could get, or maybe you can, but your knees all the way to the floor. So they're really into your armpit here. Send the knees wide. Drop your tailbone down. Press your low back into the mat for a bit of extra stretch here. And then you're going to let your left leg go long and just keep this half happy baby. Put your left hand on your left thigh just so that it doesn't start to roll, but really challenge how wide you can take the right knee, the right hip to open. Then you're going to change the hold you've got. So you're going to hold onto your right foot with your left hand on the outside instead of your right hand. And then you're going to start to straighten the leg. Just go as far as you can. So, if it doesn't straighten and it sort of stays bent, just totally cool. Take it as straight as you can. And then keeping your right shoulder on the mat, I want you to just take a twist. Only until your right shoulder lifts. So you can see here, for me, I'm not going very far. I'm certainly not going as far as I can go, because then this right shoulder has to come for the ride. So go and then readjust. You're going to get a much deeper stretch here through the leg if you keep the right shoulder down, because then we're really actually stretching out instead of collapsing. And this can be quite a big sensation here, certainly on the TFL. So if you're not feeling anything, I want you to lift the foot higher, straighten the leg more, really try and find length through the back of the knee, but also keep that right shoulder down and keep moving until you find some sensation. I'm shaking. This is so intense for me. So I hope that you've managed to seek some sensation. Slowly come back in. Whew, bend the knee. Pull it in. Give the leg a rest. And then switch inside. So right leg will go long. Take your left hand on the outside of your left foot. Find the half happy baby here. So really draw down the left knee towards the left armpit. And then take the left knee nice and wide as you hold your right thigh down with your right hand. Because your right hip is going to want to come for the ride usually. It's going to want to lift because that's just where the direction of travel is going, right? We're pulling the left knee wide to open the left hip, and so everything tends to want to come with it. So I want you to really try and ground so you've got equilibrium in the hips here. So we really are just finding a hip opener and we're not compromising somewhere else. Now take your right hand on the outside of your left foot, bring your left knee back into center and straighten as best you can. As I say, if it's bent, the left knee, is totally fine. You want to go to somewhere that feels like your maximum without being in any sort of pain. Now, this time the left shoulder is going to want to rise. So feel free to take the left leg all the way over, and you can see better here. Sorry, Drakey, I've got my foot on his ear. You can see better here how much my left shoulder has to lift to allow my left leg to get all the way. Now, you could be totally different, actually. You know, this is really just about how much twist you have in your spine and length in your hamstring. So, you know, you could go a lot deeper than me, but the point here is I want you to keep this left shoulder to the ground. If you've got a wall next to you, you could just let your left foot go to the wall. That'll help you ground the left shoulder more. This radiator is just slightly on and it's really nice, actually. Just a little bit of warmth. It's quite cold here right now. So keep grounding your left shoulder down. Keep feeling the stretch through your left leg, the outer band of your left leg. Find some sensation. Move the leg higher if you need to, but keep that left shoulder working to stay down. Keep it down. And then gently pull the left leg back in, bend the knee, let it go. Have a little bit of a shake. One last bit in the legs here, and then you're done. So let your feet land. Let your heels be tickled by your fingers. We're just going to take a bridge, but I really want you to focus on the legs here, not the back bend. So don't worry about the back bend. Focus on using the legs to pull you into the bridge. So inhale, curl the spine, and exhale, lift. So I've barely got a back bend here. I've actually got pretty much a straight line from my shoulder points through to my knees. So don't worry about being here. Worry about keeping everything level so that you could take like a meter stick and it would be, or a broomstick, and it would be pretty level from the front of your chest to your knees. Send your knees forward, pull your heels back. Hold here, squeeze your glutes, fire up the legs. We're just going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently lower on 1. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Give them a little windscreen wiper from side to side. Just to let go of that. And then from here, let your legs go long, find a Shavasana. If you've got 2 blocks, it's often nice to have the block just on your palm with your palm open. That can feel really nice. It just adds a little bit of weight into your fingers and allows your fingers to stretch without you working. But if you don't have that, then you can just come into your regular Shavasana. Close down your eyes. We were in the basement or the bottom floor of our house a lot today, right? We were in the feet, the knees, the legs, you know, and that is where sometimes we keep a lot of our crap and we don't kind of go down there much and we don't focus too much on it. So this practice was really about just kind of clearing out the basement so that you have a really strong foundation to move out into the world. And so just notice now how your legs are feeling and your feet, now that we've just spent a little bit of time focusing on them. And gently start to drift. Gently allow Shavasana to just be there for you. As always, Yogi, we won't stay with you for this Shavasana, but I do invite you to stay for as long as you can. You've earned it. It's an absolute privilege to practice with you here on YouTube. Until we meet on the mat again, have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.